Yeah, there have been an issue of safety in schools, and I want to confirm that as the National Assembly, we are looking at the policies and the regulations that govern the basic education. We have also put enough resources. A task force has been formed to relook at the safety of our schools. There have been congestion in schools, that is a fact, especially the boarding schools, the public schools, and we are trying to set standards. In fact, I want to confirm also that a team has been sent to benchmark on what happens in other jurisdictions like South Africa, where there are so many boarding schools. So we are hoping, because now we have resources and we have the team, that this issue can be looked with the seriousness that it deserves, for obvious reasons. A place where a kid should feel very safe should be the school, because that is where they spend most of their time. In fact, they don't spend most of their time at home. It is at school. So this is an area of concern, and it's not an area of concern only for parents. I think it is an area of concern for all the stakeholders. This bus will be beneficial to Mero Secondary School, and not only to Mero Secondary School, even to the community and the surrounding schools, because most of the schools, they go for games, they do academic tours, they even visit the National Assembly and so many things. So this bus is a game changer for this area, and it is not only this. This is the first one. We are going to deliver more. Very soon we are going to deliver for Gitugi Mixed. We are going to deliver for Kiriaini Mixed. We are going to deliver for Kamune Secondary School. We are going to deliver for Irudi Secondary School. And hopefully we are going to deliver many more. And these buses, as I said, they are not only for schools, even the churches, the area churches, the communities, and even when the community is engaged in social activities. I'm very sure when I was buying this bus, I was buying for the whole community. I'm fulfilling the promise 4 years later, because I promised them a bus. When I came here, when I was campaigning, I promised Mero community a bus, and that is why I've delivered in a bus today. There has been a proposal to raise school fees, which we completely disagree with the principals, because we believe we have allocated enough resources. The problem in this country is not the issue of actually of the resources. It's the issue of the release of exchequer. We put in the budget, we put, let's say, 19,000, 22,000. But now releasing the 22,000, that is where there is an issue. You find that when the year is ending, the financial year is ending, the school has only received 15,000. So there is a gap of 7,000. Yet the National Assembly has appropriated the resources. So we are requesting the executive arm of the government. In fact, the CS for education and the PS, a new PS, who we hope, because he is an educationist, PS who we hope is going to release this money timely. Because the most important sector in this country, two most important sectors, it is education and security. We cannot joke with the future of our kids. And this is something that we will follow up in a bipartisan approach, whether you support government or not, to make sure that our kids remain at school and that capitation is released on a timely basis. I cannot talk on behalf of the government because I serve a different arm of government. But where I sit as a legislator, in the legislative arm of government, that is the National Assembly, we have appropriated enough resources to the current government for the basic education. That one I can confirm. We have appropriated enough resources for capitation. We have appropriated enough resources for higher education. We have appropriated enough resources for security sector, for transport sector, basically in all the sectors. And I'm talking this with confidence because I sit in the Budget and Appropriations Committee. Now it is upon the government, because the government executes as we appropriate resources. Now it is upon them to do the execution. That is why they are called executive. We have so many things we can do as the National Assembly. One, we can sanction the CS, we can sanction the PS, and in fact, even saying they are not fit to hold office. That's why and I can tell you, one of the reasons why the former PS was removed from the basic of it is because as a house we made noise. We budget for the exchequer, then we don't know what is happening. Yet he was telling us that he has released the money, but when we go to schools, they have not received the money. So we hope the one who has come now is going to do the right. If he doesn't do the right thing, wembe ni ule ule.
For quite some time, we've not received the 22,000 that's supposed to be given to each and every student. We have been forced to scale down even on some expenses and the like so that we can maintain. We've been facing a lot of challenges, especially when it comes to academic trips, as well as other things that we are supposed by the military to do. We have had problems when we are traveling for games. We've been going to Jobi, that's where we start, and currently we are supposed to pay about 200 per student. That is another 200 from that, meaning that at the end of the day we end up having spent 400 per student. We were forced even to be vetting, whereby you cannot take a girls team, a football boys team, volleyball and the like. It is almost not possible. So we used to even take them alternatively. This year we take football boys, next year we take maybe football girls and the like.
Ngino mumenege kaundu kahuthu ii
Kenete ni twendete ageni ukorwo ni mwato ni mwire ni ciana ndio ule gegucoka.
Haya, tumpigie makofi mazuri. Rohero wega, rohero wega, rohero wega.
Wihuririe.
Haya, tulio hau
briefly with all due respect na kwake kama
twambao makagana mahiga tai
Mheshimiwa wito noka kuhigia basi
Takarusho, karibu sana.
kaine mwega ya primary guku muikarite amwezi wa gucokeria ngatho he mundu genjetio na magekirwo thukuru ya andu getigire Ngigakorwo ndina thina ukiu Ngai no thina bena kuruta wira na Ngai wa moya kurathime matu na ni mungiugite mwarimu mwabere mwatungatiri nduke tuyuanywe urugame ya ugu muri wa bisa imwe no riku kore Ngai wa moya murathime na